Hi, I'm Amanda, and I run the blog Major in Fangirl. And on this blog, I review television shows such as Sleepy Hollow, Once Upon a Time, and Criminal Minds. And I do this on a weekly basis. Usually, I update on Friday nights, and so any Friday night, expect to see a new blog post, or some weeks I will do a video. Like this week, I'm doing a video. So, yeah. Last week, I decided to review the season finale of season 2 of Sleepy Hollow, and this week I decided that since I reviewed the season finale, it would probably be a good idea to review the season premiere before the season keeps going further along, and then I could, before coming back and it's already halfway through the third season. So the first episode of season 3 is called Eyewitness. Now, it's not spelled eyewitness like, the eyewitness to this crime saw this and this and this. No, it is spelled capital I, comma, witness. Eyewitness. Which kind of fits a little bit. So, before I get started, last week I said that overall, the episode, the season finale was pretty entertaining, but the ending was very disappointing. I can, if you want to just hear more about it, go to my previous post where I go into more detail about that. But the second season, with the finale, I got to see why most people did not like the second season. And so, yeah. But what I did like about the second season's finale was all the throwbacks to the pilot episode, and there was a little bit of that in the season premiere, which I thought was pretty cool. In the pilot, Abby Mills was about ready to become an FBI agent, and everything changed when the Headless Horseman killed her partner, and then just she found Ichabod, and then just everything started. Basically, the show started. But in the season premiere, she is an FBI agent, and she is on the on a special task force trying to track down this criminal, and it's called Anaconda, their operation, and it's really cool. It's nice to see Abby following her dreams. And we find out that during the time period that was between the season finale and the season premiere, Ichabod's been gone. And I'm kind of glad he was gone, because I was disappointed in how the season finale handled his grief. And so knowing that he handled his grief off camera, so to speak, I thought that was really cool. And I could see Ichabod just going off and just dealing with his pain, his grief, for lack of a better word. And yeah, but he went to his family home in Scotland, which I think is pretty cool. And he saw a grave that said Ichabod Crane, and he opened it up, and he found this tablet, and he believed that this tablet was a Sumerian tablet that was called, ironically enough, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And so he believed that it was foretold, that, basically the whole show was foretold in this tablet, which ends up being 2 tablets at the end. Spoiler alert! Yeah, and, so I thought that was pretty interesting, the tablets, but what I didn't like was how Abby was doubting Ichabod, and doubting that, this crime scene actually could have demonic forces behind it, or there's an actual supernatural thing going on. Though that's basically what she's been doing for the last 2 seasons, is Ichabod's like, there's a new demon around. Oh, okay, yeah, there must be a demon. Or, something strange is going on. Oh, okay, let's take Ichabod with me right away, because who knows, it could be a villain, another villain, it could be another demon, it could be a monster, a witch, etc., etc., etc. But she was doubting him, which I thought was weird, because this is the 3rd season, and I would expect that from season 1 Abby, not season 3 Abby. I would have expected Abby in season 3 to be more, okay, there's a demon, okay, let's go through all the things, let's check off, did this happen, did this happen, okay, then let's go, let's figure out who the person responsible for summoning this demon is, and what are they planning, and how can we stop it? Which they didn't end up doing until the second, half of the episode, and even so, they didn't really find out who was responsible for the demon. Now, who who was responsible for the demon. Again, spoiler alert, this whole video is full of spoilers if you haven't seen this season premiere already, is Pandora from like Greek mythology. Pandora's box is like, there's actually a box and Pandora has her box, and I'm just really excited because I studied mythology earlier in my college career, so I thought it was really, really cool to see Pandora, and it's I really, really like how Pandora is being portrayed so far, and you don't know what she's up to. You don't really know, because what we know of Pandora, if you know like the myth around her, it's the box is like full of all the evil and sin in the world, and then she opens it up and it the whole world's now full of evil and sin, blah 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 blah. But in this story, in Sleepy Hollow's take on her, the box, like, yeah, it has all the evil and stuff, but she was able to trap the headless horseman, the horseman of death itself, inside the box. Why is Pandora trapping stuff inside the box? My first thought was, okay, well, maybe she's trying to make up for releasing all the evil into the world in the first place, but she does not seem to be remorseful. She does not seem to be repentant or anything like that, so, she kinda is a bit on the creepy side, definitely villainous, and I'm very curious to see what that she has this like tree thing that she's trying to grow, and I'm very curious as to what that's gonna be. Like the tree and the preview for the next episode shows a flower, and pardon me, and I'm very curious to see what that flower is and why it's blue and not like, red or black or purple. Color tends to symbolize things. I know color definitely symbolizes things in Once Upon a Time, so I'm very, very curious to see what it symbolizes here. Now, with kind of like how I said, most people weren't interested. They didn't enjoy season 2 as much as they enjoyed season 1. Now, I can definitely see that, and I'm so glad season 3 is going back to the things that people enjoyed about season 1. There's a scene in this episode where Abby takes Ichabod into it's called Colonial Times. It's a restaurant that is in Colonial Times, and the person that not a receptionist, but like the hostess, comes in and he's all, "How doth thou, and how doth thou this? Shouldst thou wish this?" And Ichabod looks like he's going to just explode. It is the best thing ever, and he even reaches up and fixes the guy's hat because it's not in the right way, and he's like, "You're not a pirate, and the corner has to be in the front," and it's really cool. I was laughing. I missed Ichabod in the modern day. I think the only reference to that they did in season 2, I believe, was when Ichabod went to a bank, and there was a pen, those pens that have the little beads that are attached to the table, and he tried to get it, and it obviously, because it's attached, it wouldn't come off, and he just threw a fit as to why a bank would have a chained up pen, which I thought was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And he was having a fit in the Colonial Times, and just seeing all the presidents and these bobbleheads and the animatronic dummies of all our founding fathers, and how they have the menu, eggs Benedict Arnold. Oh my goodness. So I'm glad they're doing a lot of things that are similar to season 1. It definitely feels more like a season 1 Sleepy Hollow than it does a season 2. Season 2 was more of a it was more of a picking up, not so much picking up where the season 1 finale ended off, because the season 1 finale was really good. It was more of a fixing what happened in the season 1 finale, and it was more dealing of things that happened in season 1, not so much creating something in season 2. It was more it was like a poorly transferred storyline. It could have been dealt with way better, so much better, but alas, it wasn't. So yeah, not much we can do about season 2 now. I'm really excited for the rest of season 3, and oh, I can't believe I forgot. So there's a new character besides Pandora, and Again with the season 1, Abby's partner boss person died again. And I want to say, I have to check the credits and stuff, but I want to say this guy was the same man. The guy who played Abby's partner boss person was the same man who played the Reaper from Criminal Minds. And I was distracted the whole time because I was like thinking, if this is the same guy, how is he going to portray Abby? Is he going to kill her? Is he going to, if you've seen Criminal Minds, it's about season 4, I believe, season 5, probably season 4, is when the Reaper shows up, and that character is intense, and so I was very distracted by having him in Sleepy Hollow. So that was one cool new character. Pandora, like I said before, she's a really good character. I'm liking her so far. And we also have Betsy Ross, who apparently had a little fling with Ichabod, but that aside, Betsy Ross is played by Nikki Reed. Nikki Reed, most people know her as Rosalie Cullen Rosalie Hale, not Cullen, wow, it's been a while, from Twilight. And I must say, most in Twilight, I enjoyed the performance by the supporting cast. They did a very good job with their characters, being as someone who had read the books. I thought they portrayed the characters very well. Nikki Reed was not an exception to that. She portrayed Rosalie very, very, very well. And now seeing her as Betsy Ross in Sleepy Hollow, this role is a really good role for her. She is, even though I've only seen her maybe 2 minutes in the role, because she was just in little flashbacks with Ichabod. No more than 2 minutes in the season premiere, but she is very, very good at this role. I don't see any like Rosalie, or I am very excited to see where the writers are taking this Betsy Ross. And Betsy Ross, she's not just a seamstress. Apparently a seamstress was her cover job, because she's actually a spy for George Washington, which is very cool. And for some reason, it's not a problem for her to be running around in a corset, a jacket, and pants. Even though everyone freaked out when Abby was walking around in pants and a jacket. That is one inconsistency that I'm really, really not understanding. But other than that, it's nice seeing, I like how they twist the story, like the biggest thing for stopping the Yogoi, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, the demon in this episode was the famous line that when we hear from the Revolutionary War, one of the famous lines is, "Don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes," and that apparently was the hint, the clue of how to kill this demon. You don't kill the demon until his eyes turn white, completely white. And that's when he's vulnerable. If it's just his regular eyes, nope, that's it, you're done. You're dead. But if you shoot him when his eyes are completely white, you will either wound him or you'll kill him, which I like how they twist history like that. Like in 217, we found out Ichabod cracked the Liberty Bell. So I really enjoy their little changes of history. I really enjoyed those. And so seeing Betsy Ross as a spy, I am very excited, and I really hope that she gets to come to Sleepy Hollow, modern day Sleepy Hollow, not just Revolutionary War era Sleepy Hollow. So to sum up, this episode was overall very well done. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would have, I can't remember if that's what I gave the last, the season finale, but I definitely would give it an 8 out of 10. There were some things they could have done better, they could have made it a little bit less, but definitely Abby's backpedaling to season 1 definitely was something that I did not like, and Abby's hair is a little on the side for her character, so yeah, but overall it's really good. I liked the changes to the history. I liked the jokes, like in the pilot. Ichabod in Modern Times is always going to be my favorite parts of the episode. So thank you for watching this, and next week I plan to review an episode from Once Upon a Time. Okay then, bye!